as everyone is drifting off to a long night's rest. The hustle and bustle of the city never seems to quiet down entirely. Raylan,
Oh,
I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw
wait
for
a
me.
minute, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wow, you know what? It's a good thing I had advantage on that shit. Was good. Okay, why can't I roll that? 19.
19. You kind of toss and turn a little bit in the night. Like, the dreams that you're having are odd.
Come on, again.
You see old friends, that little group that you used to hang out with, just messing about, doing, the shenanigans you guys used to get up into. You kind of reflexively open your eyes. You see Vasher on the opposite bed, um,
Hey.
just sound asleep. Vasher, do you wear your armor to sleep?
No, I take my armor off when I go to bed.
But you
Okay,
just
no,
said you
then
wore it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm
I wear
just
it all the time. It's like a normal. I wear this all the time. You know.
just clarifying, just clarifying. You kind of look down towards where Ark is. He's on the bed, only a pillow kind of no, sorry, not on the bed. He's on the couch in the living quarters. Only a pillow covering him up. Um as
Oh, I'm sleeping on the
you
door, by the way.
Oh, right, sorry. So you look into that room, you see both Vasher and Ark on the beds. Uh and you kind of look at the window, and sitting at the windowsill you see a very lithe elven woman, almost ageless. You recognize her immediately, but she looks different, almost bloated and gnarled. As she tilts her head back, you see an entire section of her neck is missing. You also notice right behind her ear the four dots, and you just hear her say, "You betrayed us. You betrayed us."
Wait, I haven't seen you in like months.
You blink. She's not there. A cold, almost a chill, rushes into the room. You notice that the fireplace has kind of gone out.
Uh, I'll check the street from the window. See if there's anything there. Make sure
You
it's closed.
look down at the street level. Go ahead and roll. I think this is one of the rooms that looks out towards the city, if I'm not wrong, because there's one that looks out towards the castle and two that look out towards the city.
Yeah, I think
Um,
Leo had the
uh,
castle.
right, yeah. So, as you kind of look out into the street below, people are just walking about. You looking at the moon, you'd say it's maybe like 2 o'clock in the morning. Go and roll a perception check for me.
15.
With 15, just looking at the people walking about, none of them, like, no one's looking up at you. There's no one on the rooftops. Nothing seems amiss.
Look, I don't know if someone's around here fucking with me, but I need you to stop projecting my friends, which I haven't seen in a while, into my head and with fucked up memories. Why is Winks here? I don't. Last time I saw her, she was fine.
Wind blows through.
My God. Okay, I'm not drinking anything anybody gives me from now on. I swear to. I don't know what fucking Talaxi gave me, but it's not happening. I'll go light the fireplace.
You relight the fireplace. Just a quick. Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand for me, Waylon.
That is a 13.
13. Um, Ark, what's your passive perception?
Blake.
Sorry, what was that?
What's your passive?
perception.
Only 12.
Oh, okay. You don't wake anyone up as you light the fires and you head back. Do you go back to sleep or?
I'm gonna chill for a second. Since I'm awake. I know Till actually told me it was all just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, but I'll flip through the book to ease my mind for a second. The Verdan book, City in the Sky.
Okay. You've already read through this one once. It's a very romantic novel, detailing like a civilization on the moon crashing down onto the tour itself, and like the whole passage that happened as civilization landed here. As you read through it again, it's almost like the words shifted, maybe changed. Maybe you're reading deeper into its meaning. But some of the characters in this book more closely resemble people that you know. You swear one of them has the mannerisms and an intellect of Tethrin. One, like the main character's best friend, seems to be like Yeska-esque. You don't know if you're projecting or if you're tired, but it's weird. But after a while of just kind of reading through the passages, you drift off back to sleep. And that's where we're going to go ahead and take a break.
Nice.
Sweet.
My paralysis demons are evolving.
Yeah, true. Gotta get that checked out. Probably have a tumor or something.
It's a Verdan tumor. It's a new one. Oh, this is second puberty. I got it. Brain.
Yeah, so I will be right back.
One of these nights, shit. I'm just gonna stab Basher, whoever's rooming with me. So I'm like, oh yeah, you're killing my friends.
What the hell?
Like, don't
You're just
ruin
gonna
it.
murder me in my sleep?
Basically.
I'm going
Me
to
sleeping
prison.
peacefully, dreaming about eating, eating at
You-
home with my family. Just
I'm
With
going
no
to
armor,
prison.
idiot.
yeah,
No
I should be wearing my
armor.
armor in my sleep.
Yeah,
Apparently,
boy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Always be prepared.
That's a good point.
So you are unconscious, so you'd probably be auto crit anyway.
Oh yeah.
well, no, because we've had to roll for plenty of their sleep.
+7 stealth. You're fine. You don't
Auto
need
crit.
True.
a sleight of hand slit your throat, bro. It's fine. Watch my friends stop being dead.
Nice creepy dreams, Jacoby.
Yeah, I know. I love it when my friends show up dead and accuse me of betraying them. You guys are next.
Got him. Oh god.
Where the fuck are we? What's the capital name?
Vizimar.
Okay. Why can't I spell surprising? I like how you just brought drugs in first session. Well, second session.
Have returned
I have returned from the forest.
with my mango Pepsi.
Nice.
That was good.
Yeah, it's really good. It tastes more like mango. It's just mango soda.
Nice. I don't think we're all back yet.
Mm-mm.
I'm always back in black.
Corey, thanks for joining us.
I am so happy to be here.
Cup stealer.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
All right.
Okay.
Clark Cup.
All right.
Okay.
You can play dumb all you want. We know.
I'm sorry. Are
never
you calling my
owned
wife
that.
dumb?
I'm
I'm
calling
pretty
her
sure. Didn't she call you a
insufferably
bitch
stupid.
like 20 minutes ago?
Freaking Blake was thrusting near my wife.
What? I was thrusting near Xander's face.
That
Yeah.
is that is more true, but it was still in her general vicinity.
That is more true.
Well,
I don't discriminate with my thrusts, David.
And you know what? I'm very happy about that. If I have a thruster in my presence, I want it to be one that will thrust anyone. So thank you for that. I think that's all the context that's necessary.
Put a feature request for D&D Beyond to give me your guys' passives on your character blocks in the DM screen.
Oh.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh yeah.
That would be cool.
And they got back to me and they said, yeah, actually, that sounds great. And then they never said anything.
Sounds great.
Well, that was like a week ago, so.
That's cool that they got back to you.
They're like, wow, good idea. And they're like, idiot, we're not going to do that.
So like in the DM notes, I just have all you guys' passives there, but I didn't add arcs, so I need to put it in there.
Yeah, it's just 12.
For everything?
Probably not, right? Could be though.
What? I said it. Wait, what'd you ask?
Passives for everything? Investigation
12.
and insight also?
It's
12 for the whiz ones, and then 11 for the one.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm trying to use those more. Kind of speed things up a little bit.
Ah.
David, why are you singing opera?
Sorry.
Dave.
I thought I was muted. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You were.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're just loud.
Expose them.
I was just chilling.
I was straight up chilling, Yeah, no killing.
Xander, is your camera still not working?
Yeah, I need to get one from work.
But don't bug him to do it, because then he won't.
Well, it's fine if Emil asks me. When y'all ask me 7 times in the same day, I'm gonna tell you to fuck off.
We just want to see you. We miss your face.
What about you, Blake? Do you have a camera?
Yeah, it's just not turned on.
Oh, okay.
This isn't a Zoom meeting, Blake.
Well, I don't think you should tell him that, you know.
I'm working on it.
Is everyone back? Oh no, hold on. Cam's coming
Here
back.
comes Cameron.
Them shorts. Cam giving us fan service today.
Hell yeah, brother.
I can't even see his fan.
No, yeah, we're having a fan service session one of these days.
What?
We just did.
Everybody has to have.
There, my camera should be on now.
Oh yeah. It's loading it.
Yeah, it's just spinning for me.
It's on for me.
Everyone
You
reconnect.
might, yeah. If
and
you
now I can't
reconnect,
see
it'll
them.
work. Yeah.
That's the problem.
You know, I'll just stay. This is fine. I want to see you guys anyway.
Dude,
See everybody.
Except
can't-
for one.
Alexander.
Except for
Yeah, I
one.
didn't think so.
I can't see Noah or Jacoby.
Oh.
Awkward. I'll refresh again just for you, Emil.
No, you don't need to do that.
I would never refresh.
Oh yeah, here we go. And now I'm missing Noah.
I don't refresh myself.
Yeah, I don't take shit.
Oh, I actually see everyone. Nope, I just lost Cam.
Yeah,
you
he
just
refreshed.
reloaded. Yeah.
And Raylan reloaded.
Perfect timing.
All right, I see everybody.
Yeah, I see everyone.
Yes.
Everybody say it. Same
Except-
Except Xander.
Xander! Oh, now I
One-
lost Jacoby.
time.
Xander's DDoSing us.
How did you know?
Eventually, guys, one day.
We can just draw
yes,
Xander in.
everybody.
Hey, Xander, could you change your profile picture to just a picture of your face?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's like when those people wear masks of their face. They put a picture of
Masquerade.
their face on the mask.
I have to like find a picture of myself.
The worst.
That's your
I don't
assignment.
I do that, but I shrink the mouth. So it
If
looks
you
like I
do-
have a really
Make it
tiny mouth.
super tiny.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone is back. Let's see. All right, so Coming back into the game, night continues on, and then day comes. Everyone has taken a full rest successfully, so you can mark that on your sheet if you need to.
Woo.
I need to roll for the belt.
Yeah, go for it.
Evens, I have a beard. Odds, I don't. Shit.
See you later.
I have a beard.
Cool. We'll describe that in a little bit. As you all come to this morning, those of you that have confused faces, Vasher has a belt of dwarven kind. At dawn every morning, he gets to roll to see if he has a beard like a dwarf. So the morning comes to all of you. The city is as loud and bright as it was the entire night. So you guys are free to do what you want in the city. Another day has passed. You're another day closer to the King's Challenge.
So it's the 2nd.
Yep, today's the 2nd. King's Challenge is on the 16th.
Of Kron Odd. Got it. Wait, it's
Yeah.
on the 16th?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shh. I know you didn't mean this, but the 17th is my canonical birthday.
I'm aware.
Oh, shit. All right. That's
What?
it.
Why do you think your storyline's coming up?
Damn it. All right.
You're
Continue
gonna
on.
die on your fucking birthday.
Raven storyline.
All right. As soon as I wake up, I name mayonnaise,
Oh.
and I start drinking.
Mayonnaise
Ew.
appears inside of the jar, the alchemical jar. Just a thick, really like hearty. I'm gonna let you choose what flavor mayonnaise, because sometimes there's like a flavored mayonnaise.
Like spicy mayo, you know?
What?
But
Ketchup mayo.
Like pickle mayo.
I've never heard of any of these things.
So
I'll
just
stick to the classic.
just classic mayo. None of that Miracle Whip stuff. This is just the real deal.
No, I'm bulking.
Got
I
it.
need the real mayo.
So you got like full on mayonnaise, and you just start drinking. Basically, Tethrin, you wake up as well after taking a very long bath the previous night. You see Yeska is just scarfing down on some mayonnaise. Your door is attuned to the wall, am I correct?
Yep.
Got it. Cool. So while that's kind of going on in your guys' room, Ark, Raylan, and Vasher, you guys wake up as well. Raylan, how are you looking this morning?
I look the same as always. I'm pretty sure nothing should have happened to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have any
The
aside
fire. All right. So the three of you wake up. You see nothing wrong with the room? Are you guys heading down for breakfast or anything like that?
I'm gonna stay in the room for a bit.
Okay. Vasher and Ark, are you guys heading down to breakfast?
Yeah. I'm putting my armor on first, because I guess we have to describe that now.
No,
clearly you don't.
I was just curious.
No, not you. It's at everyone else.
You never
What?
take it off. I was just
Questioning if
making
I sleep in my armor. I'm not a barbarian.
You literally said you never take it off.
Not any other. There's an implicit whatever. Anyways.
You don't
I'll
sleep
see
in
you
your armor,
downstairs.
you
I'll-
weirdo.
Breakfast.
Yeah, don't
Yes,
get drunk or
breakfast.
anything.
Okay, I'll see you down there.
Wait, no. You don't get to go unattended.
Go with him. I have something to check.
Okay, I've got to put. And I'm like pulling my armor, like I'm hopping on one foot, trying to put on my greaves.
Bacon, and I'm like backing out the door
No.
while he's putting on his armor.
Like basically, Ark's the only thing that's in the door frame is Ark's head. The door's like slightly ajar. He's just like pointing and like slowly backing out of the room as Vasher's just bouncing around trying to put on his
Oh,
armor.
Jesus, get the fuck back here.
Eggs. Yeah.
It's literally
Yeah.
just his hand now. His hand's still kind of pointing.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then Zal and Leo, you guys wake up for the morning.
Oh, that was a great night's sleep.
Oh yeah, I'm hungry.
Hopefully they have good food at this place. It's called the mammoth, so it's hard to tell if it's going to be, mammoth
Yeah, but
meat.
it's the well. It's also well, so maybe it's like nice, fancy breakfast food.
So,
That's true.
you guys start heading down the stairs as well. Gloria, you wake up this morning, and you are not alone in your room.
Okay.
Gloria, darling, how are you doing?
I'm doing quite well, thank you.
So, I have a small problem.
Do tell.
There's these. Nah, I don't want to bother you. Not this
Oh.
glorious morning. It's your vacation. I shouldn't.
No, of course, tell me. I've done nothing but drink, and now I'm hanging out with these weirdos.
See,
But
it's the
that's
weird.
fine.
It's the weirdos I want to talk about.
Ooh.
I just feel like I don't know. There's something about them. Something that I both want you to kill them, but also keep them alive. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. Do you want me to kill them and then you resurrect them?
No, that's too much trouble. I guess just watch them for a while until I make up my mind. Is that alright?
Oh, I'd love to.
No, thank you. And if they
Anything
give
else
you
I can do?
Yes, I was surprised to see Ark.
Yes, apparently he's been living his best life lately.
Well, aren't we happy for him?
Indeed.
In any case, you be a good dear and just watch them for now until I figure out exactly what it is I want. And of course, you do what you want as well.
Of course. I am more than happy to help.
All right, well, I'm just going to jump out this window now.
Good luck.
All right. How many people think I was going to scream?
Oh, at least a dozen.
100 gold?
Say that again?
100 gold?
Perhaps.
Oh, you're no fun. He stands up and he just swan dives out the window. You hear a oh my as people start freaking out. You look out the window, you see the man that was possessed is just laying on the floor dead.
Shame. I'll head down to breakfast.
You guys all rejoin at breakfast. It is the Mammoth's wealth. It is just full of it's like I think I described it before. It's like a golden corral, but like good food.
You did.
Yeah.
You see like walking around serving people are different like waiters. The place is kind of packed at the moment as more and more people are kind of filing into Vizimar for the King's Challenge to just spectate and be a part of the celebrations that accompany that. You guys do manage to find a table. One by one, you all kind of get to the table, have a morning's breakfast. Food's dang good. You guys aren't paying for it because the rich lord is paying for it, but you figure it's a pretty penny for this kind of service.
As we get downstairs, I just want to lean over and whisper in Ark's ear, "Our patron sends his regards."
Your patron.
If you say so.
Yes.
We're gonna sit down.
I've lost my appetite now.
Okay.
Say-
Yes, because what are you eating, Eska? You always make that noise, but I never know what exactly it
Mayonnaise.
is.
Whatever.
Giant sunflower
whatever they
seeds.
have.
Yeah, it's mayonnaise.
They had a thing of spare ribs, and yes, it was just going like when I hear that noise, I just imagine spare ribs.
There's letters mayonnaise.
Sounds
Or
good
corn.
to me. Corn.
Not the corn,
Or
please.
corn, that's true.
No.
Either way, Yeska's happily eating.
Either way, it's got mayonnaise on it.
He dips it
Ugh.
into the jar.
I don't really, nah, I don't really
Okay.
have time for that. Usually, I'll eat it and then I'll drink some. You know.
Swish it around, yeah.
Yeah.
Push the bones in it for a broth.
So all of you downstairs now, or Raylan, are you still
I'm
upstairs?
still upstairs. I'm checking
Okay.
myself out.
As you're looking at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, I'm checking like my neck and like just my body to make sure there's like no wounds or anything.
I have a quick question for you because I can't find it in the documentation.
From my
You, yes, where is that situated?
Let me make sure I put it. I believe I have it.
The left hip.
Left hip.
No, it's on my. It's on my shoulder. Shoulder blade.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, you quickly like just pull off your shirt or your vest thing that you have on, and you look in the mirror. You see on your shoulder, the tattoo you got a long time ago. But as you look in the mirror, like, roll a perception check for me.
Oh God. This is the
Because
my body.
You have ticks. Thousands of them.
Seven. No.
with a 7, you can't quite see everything. You need another mirror to get a good like visual. Just because a single mirror doesn't quite do it. It's not like a phone where you can take a photo and just look. You don't have a good visual inspection on yourself. You'd have to find another mirror.
Yes, we wouldn't have one, but yes, I'd watch. Fuck. I'll go rummage throughout the room. So we're in a suite, right? So I'll go like look in like the bathroom or something.
Yeah. You go into the bathroom. There is a mirror that's kind of like polished silver. Not polished silver. It's just a mirror. Hanging on the wall, but it's literally hanging there. It's not like plastered onto the wall. So you just kind of pick it up and you go back out to the living space where there is like a full standing mirror. And as you kind of use that to assist you in surveillance, you notice that behind your left ear, you have 4 red dots.
Do I? No, he didn't have a mark. He was in the group. Okay.
Who are you asking about?
I was about to see Portal, but I don't think Portal. Wait, what?
I don't believe he did.
No, I don't think he did.
It wasn't Portal.
I don't remember you describing that.
He wasn't in
He was
there.
all red.
Yeah, he was entirely red.
Yeah, he was. Okay, so I'll touch it, see if it's bloody or not.
You touch it? No. It looks you just feel your skin. It looks like it was tattooed a long time ago on your behind your ear.
Okay, that doesn't make sense. This isn't mine. Fuck. I need to get in touch with them sooner, not later. Probably soon. Okay, I'll make a. I'll pull my bandana down to where it covers my ears, so like, so it's just like.
Yeah, I got you.
And I'll put my shit on and go outside.
Okay. You put on your gear and you head downstairs with the rest of the group, who are all like halfway through eating their food. You have to navigate around quite a few people to get there, but eventually you make it to the table with whatever plate of food you have.
Morning. How are we doing today?
Just fine.
Spectacular.
Yep.
Stefan, are you not doing fine?
I'm doing fine. I was just choking on this meal.
I'm not eating, so.
Having
Great.
this beautiful morning.
Congratulations.
I was going to give you mine out of the kindness of my heart.
Don't want it, so.
Zali, you can get as much as you want to eat.
I'll give it to Yeska easy. It's gone like a wood chipper.
All right, what are we doing today, guys?
I think today we should probably sign up for the King's Challenge if y'all are still planning on doing that.
All right, that'll probably take a few minutes. Other than that,
And then back to Isoline for another round of drinks. It's happy hour.
No
Oh.
drinks today.
When isn't it happy hour?
Ark, you do know that from roughly 4 a.m. to I'd say around 2 in the afternoon, it's morning happy hour.
It's morning happy.
And then from around 3 to around 2 a.m. it is nighttime happy hour.
You know, I've really enjoyed the happy hours so far.
Well, what is that?
They
What
didn't
else is
seem
there?
particularly happy, but I have some stuff I'd like to do. If nobody else has anything on the docket,
oh, we had
I
happy
guess
hour.
not. What do you want?
I'd like to go to the Runifer College.
Oh yeah, to see somebody. Mm.
That sounds fun.
Well, that sounds boring.
Oh,
Well, you're more than welcome to go do whatever you like while I'm visiting the college.
Yeah, Vasher will go with you.
Ah, Vasher.
No. Oh no, please. I want to go to the college.
Well, do you know how to read, Archegos?
Yes, I know how to read.
Archegos, how old are you?
Currently, none
We
of
have
your
two
business.
17-year-olds, so it's okay if you're a child.
I was
Oh,
just going to say,
God.
are you really going to let this 17-year-old boss you around the entire of your tenure here?
Well,
Catherine.
the law is letting him boss me around, so yeah, I
number
will.
one. Catherine, my age has nothing to do with the level of responsibility I have. It
But
has to do
it
with the
does
war
have
effort.
something to do with the fact that you probably ought to be in algebra right now, right?
I've already learned algebra. Do you know how the schooling system works?
Do you? I would love to hear about it.
Emil, am I allowed to make things up as I go?
what stopped you?
Roll
You'll lie.
That's true, yeah.
Wait, this hasn't stopped you yet?
That's true.
All right,
Schooling
I'm done
system-
eating. Let's go. Oh, sorry.
Schooling system's pretty simple. First through 6th grade, elementary school. Then there is a short stint of like a junior high style thing, and then it's apprenticeships, and going off to what you desired, what your apparent desired path is. It's basically like a fact finding mission for yourself, trying to figure out what it is you want to do in life until you find the career or the thing that works well for you. Some people go off to a secondary academy like Tynes Military Academy in Vismar, or other people go to the Runifer College to study magics and arcana. Other people just take up trades or make guilds, or it just kind of jumps off from there. But apprenticeship is really like the path of education.
And I relay all of that information to Tethrin.
Right.
Tell us about the law.
Okay, that one I can't make up as I go. That one's set somewhere in this book.
Let's go sign up for the thing.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
get
if
some
you
more
want.
food.
I mean, y'all don't have to sign up for the King's Challenge.
No, we kind of do.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
you
we
have
do.
to?
Well, we don't like have to, but we're going to.
Okay.
So, you guys start heading out of the Mammoth's Wealth. So double checking, you're all going together to sign up, right?
Yeah, Gloria, do you want to come?
I would be more than happy to.
All right. I'll pick up some food on the way.
Yep. You take an entire tray of foods. One person's like, "Oh, you can't take the plates with." And as you continue on past, you guys start heading towards. I misspoke before when I said that the commissions hall and stuff was in the Crystal Arcade. They're not. They're in the Grand Bazaar. I misspoke about that.
All right.
So the commissions hall and all of like the guild halls in Guild Row are actually situated in the Grand Bazaar. After I looked at the map that I'm building, I'm like, wait, no, hold up, I did something wrong because I was trying to fit it in the wrong place and I had it already marked out. So you guys head down away from the Crystal Arcade into the hustle and bustle of the big bazaar where all kinds of crowds intermingle for shopping, smithy work, artisanships, anything you can think of, pretty much resides in the Grand Bazaar, mainly for purchase or crafting. Uh, yeah, it's just a giant freaking bazaar. There are offshoot sections like the Guild Row, the commissions halls, a couple of like stations for the Knights of Sephiria. There's guard posts for the day and night watches of the city in general. But overall, it's just a shopping plaza. As you guys head towards Guild Row, you start passing by large, almost manor houses with small bits of land behind them for like training and whatnot. These are all the guild houses. The major guild houses of Sephiria have guilds, like guild houses physically in Vizimar as a representation for a quick turnaround with the crown and all that stuff. That doesn't mean that their main station is in Vizimar. Some of them are, but the majority have like their main headquarters in a different district. But this is really just the relay station for commands from the king or anything else. So like you guys had seen the very huge establishment for the Diamond Crown in Yule Break. It's not similar to that here. It's not like a massive campus. They're just manor houses basically. And as you're walking through Guild Row, you do see different manor houses for different places. You see along this long line, you see an old like red brick building with like wrought iron fencing around it for the rows. Next to it, you do see the manor house for the Diamond Crown. Golden fencing with white brick building and a big old freaking crown situated at the front of it. And like the one that you saw in Yule Break, the doors are kind of like wide open, and some people are actually even doing traffic through there. But there's more. There's the Leading Stag. You see the Battle Lads have their own station here. You see a couple that you haven't seen before: the Riptide, Titanian, Iron Eyes, Pale Aegis. You do see Ruby Apple Trading Company, Crimson Horde. All of these different guilds have their own houses in this long row. And to the far end, at another like corner building, you see a very large, almost rotunda of a building with the same pillar design as most of the other architecture here in Vizimar, with the commission house labeled on top of it, where you see many different people outfitted from different guilds are currently on the exterior looking at bulletin boards for postings of jobs, but even longer lines on the interior for people doing other business here. You guys approach.
So this is the place, Dark?
Does it look like the place to me?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I
This is
remember it.
Yeah, it literally says Commission Hall on top of it.
If my memory serves me right, I think so, Yeska. I think so.
Well, if you've been drinking those brain juice, it's probably right. Let's go in.
Yes, we're looking for a man.
What sort of man?
Huh.
He'll be the head of this hall. I
All
walk
right.
in.
Well, wait, what does he look like? I'm sure Leo could see him.
Give me
Do
just
I
one
see a
second.
man?
He's about the same size as you, Leo.
Leo, roll perception.
Okay.
No, you're only traveling with kids.
Not great. 8.
You see a lot of men.
There's one
Good.
there and there and there. Oh, there's
Mhm.
one over there too.
5 of them behind the couch.
All right, Ark. Were any of those them?
Ark's already inside of the commission hall.
Where'd Ark
You guys,
go?
you guys are about to lose sight of him.
Well,
Let's follow him.
I guess that's that. Let's
You guys start speed like walking into the commission hall. It's kind of more of a forum than like a building. Think of a really large gazebo with open door aesthetics on all sides, and like almost little stalls for in the center of the building. That's just big old round stations where people are just kind of talking to clerks at each of these little windows that just go around the entirety of this rotunda. There are open windows for anyone that wants to approach and do anything.
All right, who's signing us up?
Well, you said Zala was the leader, so.
All right,
up
I'll
there.
do it.
All right.
I'll walk up. And I'll
You
say,
you walk up to one of the little stalls. Currently sitting there at the window, you see a young man. He looks maybe 16. He has a bit of a pimply face, brown hair, pencil mustache. You know what I'm talking about? It's like really wispy. He has just a white shirt with a little sash on it that says administrative on it. And he's just looking expectantly. He's surprised, first of all, is the first like with your passive insight. You just see surprise on his face that someone walked up to his stall. He's like, "Oh, welcome to the commission hall. I'm Geerter. How may I assist you?"
Geert, I would like to sign my group up for the King's Challenge.
Oh, this is most wonderful. Yes, I can assist that. As he starts pulling down papers and stuff, he gets like 4 or 5 pieces of paper and he puts it down. What is the name of your peoples?
The Prismatic Thread.
The prismatic thread. Is this correct?
Yep.
Okay, cool. As he starts writing onto the forms, he asks you a series of different questions about like mission statements and sponsorships, and you present your variable amount of papers and stuff. After a little bit, how many of you are at the window? Is it just Zala, and you guys are, and the rest of you are just kind of loitering around?
Yep.
Yeah.
That sounds
Awesome.
fun.
I'll go
Then
up there
I-
with her, I guess.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
should be behind her.
Nice.
Perfect,
Thank
perfect.
you, Leo.
Then the rest of you, I need you to roll perception checks.
Oh, I'm not
Ooh.
Leo's got my back.
A gang of greasers is slowly snapping up to you.
No.
They offer you grease.
I rolled a 6.
11.
Awesome.
Not high rolls.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
Basher.
At 20.
16.
Cool. As all of you are kind of milling about, you're just watching everyone take on commissions. You see like new groups that have just joined different guilds are going on their first commissions and heading out on whatever the mission is. Yeska,
Meeting
You-
mayonnaise.
you're currently like sifting and eating your mayonnaise from your alchemical jar. Some people look at you and they're about to say something, but then they turn and just kind of walk off. But that's not what caught your eye. You're kind of looking through the entryway, and just watching people mill about and walk around. Don't want to get this wrong. 1 second. Just want to be absolutely sure. You rolled a 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
20. Is it the red hair person?
You see a group of people kind of walking along the street, not necessarily coming towards the commission hall. They are all wearing like white robes with gold trim along it, with different patterns and designs, almost like a what's it called? Almost like rosaries and swirls and depictments. The person at the head of them is wearing a similar like depiction of this, but with trims of heavy crimson along the entirety of the robe. So it's almost like a instead of like the golden rosaries on it, it's a black line inlay of those same rosaries with the red spat like trimmed across it with like stripes of white adorning it as well. The hoods are currently up on the main guy. The rest of them have these strange looking helmets. Not necessarily, well, yeah, they're half winged backwards with the strange, like almost golden wings that part back, like kind of jut out a little bit. And you can't really see their faces because they're obscured. But the robes look very familiar. Specifically, the red robe.
The Crimson Horde.
No. Go ahead and roll insight for me.
Red robe, huh? 8.
With an 8, they're just quickly walking past. You're not able to discern much from it, but something just like itches almost in the back of your mind.
Hey, Raylan, did you see those weird white people?
What are you talking about?
I'll point to where they are or were.
They're currently moving along, and once you point, they're about to cross beyond like your visual spectrum. Like they're curving around and heading up another street. But through the crowd, Raylan, you quickly look and you do see like this group of people with those strange like winged helmets, wearing these white and gold robes, and like at the head you see just like the hooded red and white robe of the man in the lead.
Oh, do you know them or something?
Yeah, it looks familiar.
Okay.
Well, I don't know who they are. I was just wondering if you saw them, I guess.
I mean, they might be monastery people or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Monastery.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know them? I'll point them out to Gloria.
They're about
No.
to like curve around the space, but
Which monastery?
I don't know. They just look kind of, that type.
Okay. Well, I don't know them.
All right, I'll check the weather.
you check the weather and it's sunny.
Pretty
It's
good
still
weather.
cold. It's still cold out. Like there's snow on the ground. But as you guys are just kind of speculating on this, Zala is not at.
Hey,
He still
David.
has his headset on though.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, I'm here. I'm coming. I'm here.
Yeah.
No, you're good. I just wasn't sure.
No, I'm coming. I'm here.
You guys are kind of presenting your paperwork and moving through everything. And the teen attendant man, not the teen attendant, he looks at you and says, "All right, so I have just about everything here finished. Just a couple more things. I see that you have sponsorships.
Yes.
Do you have the what's the word?
Documents.
No, the tokens of right from them.
Maybe.
They have your name on the token. It's usually given as a proof from the patrons of your group.
I'll turn around and just message Tethrin and ask if we have the rights from the people who are, whatever, sponsoring us.
Tethrin, go and roll a intelligence check for me.
I don't know, and neither does Zala.
19.
With the 19, you vaguely remember that you guys were supposed to send a message back to your patrons once you figure out a name. You do have one of these tokens that was given to you by Drent because he knew your guys' guild name. But you guys didn't know your name back with the Diamond Crown or with Lord Withermere. So you were supposed to write back and they were supposed to send you something.
Well, there you have it, Zala.
So, do we have the one from Drint?
Yeah, you do. You guys do have that one.
Can you bring it to me?
I'll get up and saunter over, and I'll hand it off.
This wonderful gentleman provided it. Here you go.
Oh, this is exactly what I'm looking for. And the other two?
Can I get them to you later?
I suppose that should be all right. If you're able to get it to us before the competition begins, that would be ideal. Otherwise, you're disqualified.
But why? We have one.
Yes, but you have registered 3 here. Yes.
I see. So it would be like we're lying. I understand. We'll get them. No problem.
Yes, of course. I could also negate the other 2 until you have them. So in the event that they do not appear, so it would be no issue. We can add them later.
That'd probably make the rest of my group happy, don't you think, Leo? Yep. All right.
Yeah, I think that's the good idea.
Let's do that then.
Are they serving wine here?
Yes.
Oh, I see. I must have missed that. Just silly me. As he finishes up the paperwork, he goes underneath the table and picks up this like almost golden tablet. And he says like an arcane something or other. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check, Zala. And Tether, you're there too, so you can roll an Arcana if you want.
Boom. The 13.
Well,
my rolls are so bad.
It's kind of just like a transmutative spell mixed in with some kind of charm that places it on this tablet, and it's almost maybe a rite of admission from what you gather from the magics. All right, so the prismatic thread is registered for the King's Challenge. The date of the start of the King's Challenge is the 16th of Clonad. It will be taking place at 9 o'clock in the morning. Be sure to be there in your guild attire. This is the formal presentation for your guild, or soon to be guild.
Yes, that's taken care of.
And also, bear in mind that you will be choosing which challenges you will be taking on at that time. If you wish to know the different tiers of challenges, I would refer you to the pamphlets down in that way.
Excellent. And you said it's at 9 in the morning?
Yes, 9 o'clock in the morning. Clonad the 16th.
I see. Thank you. Thank you, Gus. I'll start walking away. Oh, Gary,
Gus.
by the way.
No, this is not my name. It's fine. No one ever remembers my name. It's
okay, Gary. By the way, there's makeup and magic if you want to, clean up your face a little bit since you're working all day. But have a wonderful day.
You forgot your tablet.
Oh, thank you. As I walk back and take
Also, all right.
What?
Goodbye.
I see I've forgotten something. What else have I forgotten?
Oh, no, there is an exhibition of other guilds happening throughout the next few weeks. I believe Diamond Crown is doing an exhibition if you wish to participate. This is known as bonus points, I suppose.
All right, and we just participate? We just say, hey, we want to participate?
Yes, the Diamond Crown puts it on. If you present your tablet, you would be admitted.
All right, and where do we present the tablet?
To the Diamond Crown?
Oh,
I feel like I was very specific.
I understand now. I understand. It was a weird thought in my head about what you meant. Goodbye, Gertrude. I'll go get a pamphlet now.
Okay. As you head away from him, you guys are registered for the King's Challenge. Those notes that have been annotated are fairly important. 9 o'clock in the morning of Cronad.
Yes.
You are to present yourselves. Zala failed to ask where. And you will need to be wearing your guild attire for that time. And you will also be making your choices as to what challenges you'll be taking.
Leo, I think I got all the information, right?
I think so.
Perfect.
The
9
pamphlet
o'clock.
has other information, right?
Yeah, let's go get one. 9 o'clock on the 16th. Let's look at this pamphlet and bring it back to the group.
Yep. You grab the pamphlet and join back up with the group.
Hey, Tethrin, remember that woman that we sent away to the mushroom caves?
Yeah,
You think she'd want to go back home?
most likely.
Maybe we should do that sometimes. Saw you brought the door with you.
Yeah, I did. Well, the Diamond Crown was supposed to let her know whenever it was safe to go back.
Yeah, but do
So-
you think she has enough money to just, fly back? Or it'd probably be easier if she took the door, right?
Most likely.
All right. Look, Zala and Leo are coming back.
All right,
Yeah.
we have some good information. Shall we go somewhere where we can sit and discuss?
Yeah, all right. Did you register Ark and Gloria with us? I mean, just Ark, I guess.
They didn't ask how many people are in our party.
Oh. So
Yeah, they just
You-
asked our name.
Yeah,
you can
and a
have
couple of
any
other questions.
number of people in your party, maybe?
They didn't say that either. We'll just
Well,
present
all right,
it.
let's just go.
Yeah, we present our guild on the 16th in our attire and ourselves.
9
Just go.
o'clock.
Oh, at
Talk
9
about it.
o'clock.
Or we can just talk about it here, sure.
All right, fine.
Is that it?
Yep.
No,
All right.
there's exhibitions.
Yeah, I grabbed a pamphlet. Here you go. Oh, well, no, this pamphlet isn't about the exhibitions. This is about the tiers of challenges for the King's Challenge. You know, what we've been curious about this whole time.
We can talk to the Diamond Crown.
Yes, there are exhibitions going on between now and the start, and if we do them, we get, he said, that child said bonus points. If we're interested in that, we need to talk to the Diamond Crown.
Why? Okay, let's do we want to do that or just go to the college?
I would like to go to the college. If that
can do that.
means
Yes,
All right.
that
it's
seems fun.
it's kind of important, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, especially if it's important.
if
Yeah.
y'all don't want to miss an exhibition for the bonus points, then I understand.
Well, they're
We can-
being held like through the week.
Yeah,
No,
we
I
can
see.
start tomorrow. Or we
Yeah,
could
and I
go by
don't-
the Diamond Crown after the college, just to see timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sounds great.
All right. So
Oh,
you guys are
yep.
heading towards the Runa for college?
Yep. Boing, boing,
Cool.
boing.
So asking around and just kind of making your way through, you make it from the Grand Bazaar down a set of like large stairs to almost an academic section of the entirety of Vismar. This is known as the Steps of Apostles. There are different schools and classes that teach here, but there are also many different churches and deities that are worshipped in this row as well. The area is massive. There is housing and all that other stuff, and there's also an undercroft that is kind of beneath the city a little bit, with different churches and again schools and training available there. Now there is a section of a massive series of towers that is kind of closed off from the rest of the Steps of Apostles and intersects with the Crystal Arcade. There's almost like a moat of water around these massive spiraling towers. Some of the towers aren't even connected to the central tower. They're just kind of floating and just rotating around the main tower. Occasionally you'll see bridges and pathways reconnect to the central one. People move about and then the bridges change and shift in direction. But they're huge. They're almost it's kind of an eyesore because everything else is so refined and spiritual in a sense here, and this is just feels like someone just literally smashed it into the middle of the city. You can see where there's a few ruined temples and stuff that were maybe pushed out of the way in order to make room for the Runifer College, and whatever sciences and magics they have going on the interior. But the main entryway is from the Steps of the Apostles, kind of a stone bridge over this moat of water. And looking down to the moat of water, it also seems like it's not exactly water, as it's very fractal in nature. As the sun like shimmers and shines on it, you can see an extension of the tower, just continuing down for what seems almost an eternity. You know how when you put a mirror next to another mirror and you just kind of see like that infinite loop? That's kind of what it looks like.
Weird place.
So
I'm assuming you've never been here, Ark.
No, I've never been here.
That makes sense.
This isn't on the drunken tool.
I usually just, stay around Isoline because I'm hired there and I can get some drinks. I can meet rich people.
And arrested.
Well, I
Well,
don't think
that's
he got
because-
arrested there.
Yes, I did not get arrested there. No one really gets arrested there.
Funnily enough, or Keikos, you were arrested in the Steps of the Apostles.
Well, let's go in.
Yeah, at the giant church of Sephiria. So you guys start to cross the bridge over into the Runifer College. And this base section seems to be like a place where anyone can enter. It looks like the higher like parts of the structure may be restricted only to the people that study here or have access to different portions of it. As you make it into the main tower, the interior is much larger than the exterior. Obviously, it's basically a wizard's tower. Everything is like either black or white marble. The floor are just black marble, leading all the way down to a series of platforms that are just kind of moving up and down, with like carrying people up to higher levels of the space. There are also like the closest equivalent I can attribute it to are escalators that circle the exterior portions of it. You do see that there's like these strange arcane walls that robed students with the blue sashes of the Runifer College are passing through before they go into the escalators to go to different sections. There is a kind of foyer area in the very center with receptionists there as you approach.
Yeah, I'll approach one of the receptionists.
You approach a fairly burly looking man. He looks maybe 40, but super buff. He's also wearing the same Runifer College robes. He's completely shaven, and probably a little bit of wax to keep it all shiny. He has a pair of very tiny spectacles at the bridge of his nose. And he is just attentively looking out, and he's already made eye contact with you guys as you approach. He has very like black eyes as he looks at you.
Excuse me.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you. I'm here to see Professor Ankfor. We're supposed to have a meeting.
Professor Onford's expecting you.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hold on. And he pulls out like a tome and starts flipping through it. No, he doesn't. He pulls out a tome and he just waves his hand and it starts flipping on its own. And it kind of stops at a section and you see like the words start highlighting. He's like, and what's your name?
My name is Tethrin.
Tethrin. He starts waving his hand a little bit and like he's almost doing like a find Control F to see if the name shows up. As it flips through, the page does stop on Tethrin. Yeah, you've got a meeting with Professor Ongford for today, which is wild.
Pretty strange.
So, it doesn't list any of your friends here, but we do have a library downstairs if they want to like check that out. Or
I'll kind of glance
Yes.
back at them. That seems like that'll be fine. A playground would probably be better suited, but a library works just as well.
Yeah, it's the public library. Anyone can go in there. It's a service that we provide, to just get back to the city.
Good for you guys.
Yeah, we're very PC like that.
Right. Of course.
Yeah. So I can show your friend. Hold on, I'll get someone to lead you up there. So he stands up and he calls does almost a sending spell. And after a few moments, one of the platforms comes down, and the same blue attire from everyone else, but a little bit more frills to it. This young elven woman approaches you. Is like, "Hey, this guy here has a meeting with Professor Onkfort." "Ah, yes. The professor has been expecting you ever since last night."
I see. Fun. All right.
So if you would come with me, yeah,
Yeah.
and I'll take your friends. Don't worry about it. Praise Gore.
Well, I wasn't worried about it until you told me not to worry about it, but I'm sure they'll be fine. Yeah.
So you follow the elven lady up to the elevator platforms.
Yep.
All right. The rest of you want to come with me? I'll show you the library we got. It's pretty sick. Not gonna lie. We got all kinds of books down there. There's religious stuff. There's not religious stuff if that's more your jam. They've got some really cool geographical books that I'm kind of getting into. I'm not really into the philosophy stuff as much, but I think some of you look kind of brainy, like you do. Definitely, points at you, Zala. You look fairly brainy. I think you'd like the philosophy stuff more. And you, my big man over here, we got some. I don't know. What are you like? Lightning? Do you like lightning? I see you got weird fur tattoos. How do you do that anyway?
Kind of happened.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, we got all that kind of stuff down there too. If you guys want to check it out.
Sure.
What kind of jam did you say you had?
What?
You said if that's not your jam.
Oh, jam. Like your song, your
Oh,
thing you
hey,
like.
speaking of songs, do you have books on drums, like drumming and music?
Oh, heck yeah.
And also Nedrin.
Who?
Nedrin?
Never heard of it, but it's a library, so maybe.
All right.
Actually, hold on. Yeah, never heard of it, but maybe. But yeah, come on. And he just kind of waves to you guys. And do you guys follow?
There's no jam.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Yes.
Jessica, we'll get you some jam later, okay?
So you guys get on one of the platforms opposing where Tethrin was. He's already on his way up. As you guys start to descend, it's literally one floor down, and it's just a sprawling library of all kinds of books. Any research or anything you guys want to do? Totally doable. If not, it's whatever.
I'll research contracts.
Okay.
I want to ask the guy. If there's any books on the space between spaces.
He looks at you and says, I knew that kind of philosophical person. I pegged you immediately as a philosophical person.
Mm-hmm.
That's hot.
So I'm like I said, I'm not super into that kind of thing. I'm more geography and places. So you probably have to ask someone else here in the library, but I'm sure they would have something.
Yeah. Thank you.
For sure. And you said you wanted a book on contracts, my man. That's making a weird face.
Yeah, different type of contracts.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know much about that. Like I said, I'm really more about geography. For real though. But one of the librarians here would be more than happy to help you out with that.
Yeah, sure.
I just want to walk around, and as they spread out, keep an eye on everyone. See what they're interested in. See where they're going.
Sure. Sounds good. But for real though, hey, are you okay, Jacoby?
This is a weird weird ass beer. I'm trying to drink it.
Oh, okay. Jacoby, you're looking at contracts. So you're trying to find space between spaces stuff. Basher, you're trying to find something on drums and on Nedrin.
And Glory is
Um,
waiting for one of them to be isolated enough to assassinate.
He's taking a pig.
I
While
guess
they're
I'm not,
doing
trying to
their
find, I'm not
tasks.
trying to find something on drums. I'm trying to find something on like music for dummies.
Got it. Okay. So Raylan, go ahead and start with you. Go and roll investigation. You can just not drink it.
I gotta finish.
Yeah,
That's
once you
true, you
start, you
can't waste
finish.
it.
Yeah.
Once you
yeah,
pop,
no.
you can't stop.
All right. All right.
Guzzle it, dude.
With an 18, I'm curious to know: are you talking about like literal contracts, or are you asking about like magical contracts? Okay, that's what I thought.
What the fuck could be happening to me?
Yeah. So, with an 18, asking one of the librarians here, and searching around, there is a section on like magical law and what it takes to break or create magical assignments. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this book is probably titled like, um, hold on. Packs are made for breaking.
Oh.
So just go ahead and write that down. For you, Zala, I need an investigation check from you. I'm just gonna have everyone roll that's investigating for something. Let's see. Vasher, go and roll a religion check and an investigation check.
10 for investigation. Jesus Christ, a 1 for religion. Why is it
Awesome.
never what I want to know?
So Zay, in your mace, you hear her say, I don't know if they're gonna have anything here, but I'll help you look if you're yeah, you probably need to know more about Nedrin, don't you?
Yeah, I kind of feel like it would be beneficial if I did. I kind of like the vibe we got going. Clean up the evil, but it would be helpful to know more if I'm being honest.
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, go and roll with advantage. Zay's gonna try and help you.
Thank God, thank you. That's a little better. It's 10.
Okay, all right. So you head off. Easy enough to find music for dummies. There's like general music for dummies, and then there's like instrument specific music for dummies. The instrument specific ones, like once you're finished, you get proficiency with that instrument.
I want to grab the drums.
Okay, so you grab that one. And as for religion on like Nedrin specifically, okay. You don't find something specifically just on Nedrin. He's lumped into a bunch of other like arcane gods and deities, mostly lumped in with texts about Hyler Guide and that kind of thing. One with the biggest section for him, I would say would be the eyes beyond the gate. Is the one with the biggest section on Nedrin. Like at least a couple chapters.
I'll grab it.
Okay. So you have those two books. Was anyone else looking for anything?
Yeah. I would probably see like if they had religion books and look for I think Balingrad was the name.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a religion check for me.
Okay. Mm, 12.
12. With a 12, okay. You go to the religion section. You see Vasher there momentarily as he's just kind of picking up another book. And as you're kind of moving through, Vasher knocks over one of the books. It kind of lands on the floor, and you go to help him, like kind of pick it up, and you lift it up. And it says "The Storms of Valengrad" on it.
Do you mind if I look at this book?
No. I do not.
No.
Oh, okay. Thanks. And I'll awkwardly walk away with the book, I guess. I don't know.
Theo walks away with a book. Anyone else looking for anything before I switch to Tethrin?
Yes, the space between spaces. I
Thank
want to
you.
find
Go-
a worker.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigate check on that.
Easy. Boom. 15.
With a 15, it's gonna be high DC to be. Yeah. You walk up to one of the librarians and ask about that particular topic. And they look confused for a bit and take you through different sections on like metamagics and like rift magics and planar shifting and that kind of thing, but you don't find anything specifically on the space between spaces. That seems more like a high tier
Yeah.
arcane book that would be in a different library. Here
Alright,
somewhere, but different.
Are there any books on controlling your magical abilities?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
All right. A 17.
17. Yeah. They take you to another section of like basic magical study. And the book that the librarian hands you is a book titled Your Magic and You.
Yep, I'll take it.
Cool. You can go ahead and write that down.
Yeah.
As you guys are kind of just checking out books from this library.
Before you switch,
Yeah.
I wanna eat some mayonnaise, and then when everyone's gone off to find books, right?
You're what?
So I just want to sit there inconspicuously drinking some mayonnaise, right? But
Yeah.
once everyone goes off, and no one's watching me, I want to go and look for a book on Lemondar.
Cool. Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Yeet. Damn it. Okay.
You
Instead of that, I'm just gonna sit and
hold on.
drink mayonnaise.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's fine.
You go off and start looking for a book on Lemundar.
Mm-mm.
With a 3.
Mm-mm.
You start walking through the library. You notice that other people, like your companions, start to vanish into different parts of the library. It's large, like circular. Gloria,
Yes.
I need you to roll a perception check and then an insight check for me.
Okay. Perception. 21.
Got it?
And then insight. Oh, 8.
Cool. You are standing like on one of the raised platforms where there are different types of books behind you as well. You're kind of looking at the rest of the party, milling about, going to different sections. A few of them are in the religion section. Others are like in magical law or magical studies section. Yeska's just kind of been sitting in one of the big comfy chairs next to the elevator platform, just eating that mayonnaise, which you think is kind of weird, but it's whatever. It's just this kid. And then he takes the jar and just puts it in his backpack, stands up, and just starts like speed walking into the library. You hear in your ear, Gloria, see, that's what I'm talking about.
I agree with you. I'm going to follow him.
You kind of stalk down and start following behind you. So go and roll a stealth check for me.
11.
Cool. Yeska, you start walking through these aisles, and before very long, you're kind of lost. You're in a section where there's not a lot of people, and it almost feels like the bookshelves themselves have gotten a little taller. It's a little dimmer here too. As you're kind of winding about, you just hear, "This way. Follow me." Do you follow?
Yeah, sure. And as
There's a
I
whisper.
do, I start muttering to myself again.
Cool.
Lemondar. I'm looking around.
You're kind of looking around the space. Gloria, you kind of round one of the corners and you see something really strange. You feel like an innate magical presence now. It's a magical school that you're standing in, but this is different. It's a different presence than was here before. And as you're looking at this illusion, the illusions don't really bother you. Just your nature and your patron. They're not something that has ever really been a problem, but you see this illusion. And it almost feels like it's not an illusion anymore. It almost makes you shiver. Oh dear, oh dear. I wonder what this little friend of theirs has gotten into. Now I'm even more curious, aren't you?
Indeed. So the illusions of what again?
Like the library itself seems to get dimmer in the direction that he was going, and
Okay,
the bookshelf seems to be like a little bit taller as well.
I'm gonna keep following and keep an eye out.
As you keep following, you feel like you've just passed some kind of threshold. Like it is too late now. You've already stepped into whatever this is. Don't worry, dear, I'm here.
All right. Just keep moving forward.
Yes, guys, you continue to weave through here. Go ahead and roll a religion check for me.
19.
With the 19, you feel a warmth behind you. Like a soft light almost emanating from behind you. This is not a path.
I look behind me.
You look behind you, and it's odd. You've always felt the presence of Kaza. You've never not known that presence, but it feels so distant. You see the echoing light from down this hallway, and you see the figure of a person that should be there, but it's almost like an outline. It's not a perfect shape. Like you've felt the presence of Kaza being next to you, of in your injury or in different moments, but this feels, you feel a disconnect. You must be careful, Yeska.
I look back again, and there's a figure there.
In the direction of this light that you feel from Kaza, there is like almost an outline of a figure.
And then I
On
look
the
the other way.
On the other way, you just hear the whispers. This almost discordant, follow me. You are mine. We are together stronger.
I'll look back towards the light.
You look back towards the light, and it almost feels and looks like it's growing dimmer, almost falling backwards.
I'll be back. And I'll pull out my glaive, and I'll walk towards the dark side.
And you just hear one final time, be very careful. As you start walking down the hallway, Gloria, you've caught up to where Yeska is. You see him standing on almost this like weird crossroads of hallways. like a shimmer of light is echoing from one side, and you feel this malice on the other. Dearie, I'm all for fun and games, but even I would advise caution.
Yeska.
Yes, so go ahead and roll a perception check at disadvantage. You've got the whispers in your ears at the moment.
I didn't roll it. Why did this roll? There you go. 3.
For the 3, all you hear are the "You are mine. We are strong together."
I keep walking.
You
I'm gonna-
follow.
I'm gonna follow and summon my sword.
Your sword appears in your hand. As he kind of turned around and pulled out a mace and started walking in the direction of the strange malice that you felt before. As you kind of approach this nexus, the light that you felt before is just gone. As you approached it, it just vanished. Maybe because of you, or maybe because of what Yeska's doing. You're not sure. You're not entirely sure what's happening right now. But you look down that hallway that Yeska just went down, and you see nothing. I'm not talking about darkness. I'm saying there is nothing there. A vacant, empty space. A dissonance of anti-magic.
That's not good. I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy and use it to make my voice super loud and kind of lunge forward with my sword and not like stab him, but just kind of poke him and yell, "Yeska, stop!"
Yeska's not there.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he stepped through whatever this direction was. You see nothing.
Okay. I'm going to run back. Can I find my way back easily?
Go ahead and roll a survival check.
Oh yeah, trapped in the abyss.
Nope. I'm going to use my.
Gloria,
Just kidding. Yeah.
You turn from the way that you were headed, like where you came from, and the libraries, like interconnected the hallways and stuff, have all shifted. You don't see the main circular section of the library anymore. You just see a wall and more different avenues that you can take.
Okay.
Dear, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Can't remain here. Your sword vanishes.
Can I try to summon it again?
You do the familiar gesture, the pulse of that magic, and while you feel a few sparks of magic flow through, nothing.
Can I try to cast Thaumaturgy and make sparks fly in front of me?
You do manage to get a little bit of thaumaturgic magic to spark in front of you. It doesn't seem like you've lost your spells, but something is happening at the moment.
Okay. I just gonna try to get out. I'm gonna cast armor of Agathis and try to get out.
Okay. You quickly drop the armor on you. This cold energy forms around your form. You start trying to find a way out. Yeska, you are walking in the same familiar library, weaving through, the whispers getting louder, more dissonant. And then you make it to a room. There are shelves here. It doesn't look like the library that you had entered in previously. This area feels different. it feels more magically potent. You see heavy arcane sigils are like manifested across the entirety of this room. Just kind of like heavy inlaid with gems pulsing with magical energy. There doesn't seem to be any doorways in or out of this room, except for the hallway behind you. It looks entirely different from the library you were just in. But in one of the bookshelves, everything is almost monochromatic. Not quite, but almost. One of the books in the bookshelf is a bright green and is slightly shaking.
I'll take a few steps in. Does anything change once I enter the room?
Nope. The hallway's still behind you.
I'll take one look back, and then walk on over to the book.
You walk on over to the book. It's just slightly quivering, almost like it's not meant for this room that it's in. It's a bright green with almost a latch locked around the not the binding, but like the opening of the book. There seems to be a strange lock with combination on it. The entire book it's very small. It's about this big. And it is made of some kind of felt material. It also looks old, battered slightly.
No, I'll pick it up.
You pick it up. The whispers continue, like almost distantly, in your ears as you hold it in your hand. Go and roll a wisdom check. So no, sorry, a religion check for me.
11.
With an 11, this doesn't look like a religious tome. It doesn't look like any book you've ever seen. First, you've never seen like a fabric binding for a book. And it's locked. It has a 3 combination lock on it. And as you kind of like tug and pull at this, you don't seem to be able to break it, and it doesn't seem to want to open. But you also, with an 11 religion check, can't seem to let it go.
No problem. Take it with me.
You put it in your bag, and then you hear behind you, I always knew you'd come back, Yeska. You're loyal. It's just, it makes sense that you want to know more about me. Because you are me, Yeska.
Yeah. As long as you're around, I'll keep coming back.
Go ahead and roll a D100 insanity check.
8.
Oh.
Ooh, pretty low. 27.
27.
That's good, right?
Oh, don't ask me.
It is good, actually.
Damn.
Thank God.
You feel something almost push into your mind, like fingers, like jammed into the back of your head, and you quickly just swing your mace behind you. You feel it connect against something. Actually, go ahead and roll to hit for me.
Yeah, sure. It's a glaive, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Yeet.
sorry.
I have the mace.
Yeah, I know.
That 2029.
Oh, awesome, Gloria. I'm sure that hits.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I
Bonk!
Yeah.
stab.
Oh,
Glory.
but wait.
Bonk.
You fuck.
He takes 15.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yes, go and roll damage for that.
Yeah, sure. Yeet. 19.
Gloria, you take 19 points of damage. What does Yeska take?
Let me double check the spell.
5 damage. 5 points of
Yeah.
cold damage.
But
let's
it's
call it.
it's third
Or-
level, so it's 15.
Yeah,
Oh.
per level. Yeah.
Ooh.
What is it?
Spicy.
15.
Like 15.
It's cold.
15. Yeah,
Yep.
cold.
Cool.
Gloria, you're wandering, and from behind, you just feel glaive cut into your shoulder. The armor of Agathis just blasts back with this immediate wave of like cold magic. And you're stunned. You don't even know what's going on. You look around you. You are back in the library.
All right. Do I
Um,
see Yeska
you-
in front of me?
Yeska has just swung his glaive into your shoulder. Yeska, everything has gone back to normal. You guys are literally just standing in the library, near like the edge of where like the Yeska was seated before. Yeska, you don't feel anything from your brain anymore. Like you don't
What?
feel
Sorry.
you don't feel any like fingers like jabbed into your head anymore.
I'm gonna summon my sword.
The sword appears, and you hear, "Oh, you're right."
I'm fine. And then hold it to his neck.
Gloria? I'll drop the glaive. I'll put my hands up.
What the
glaive.
fuck did you just do?
Not sure. Are you okay?
No.
With my left hand, I'll grab her hand that's holding the sword, and I'll, if I can,
I will
Gloria?
fight it.
and I'll give her healing hands. I'll give her 6 points of life back.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
As you heal, the glaive kind of gets ejected from her shoulder and drops to the ground.
Little too much mayonnaise.
Where did you go?
I look around. Do I know where I went?
You look at the hallway that you had gone down, and it looks like a normal. You don't know. You legitimately have no clue where you were.
I'll lie. Over there, I think.
Roll a
Yeah, I
deception
know.
check.
Sure. 8.
Yeah, I mean, Gloria, go ahead and roll an insight.
Come on, buddy. Natural
First
20.
lie.
Yeah, with a natural 20, like he points in some direction, but like it's almost with glazed over eyes, an expression of like sincere unknowing.
Sincere lying.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Like what he said to you was a falsehood, in its entirety. But you get a
Does
sense that
he look different? Is there anything like, are his clothes messed up?
with a natural 20 insight, I would say that he physically doesn't look different. But you don't know what's going on in his head.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I'm fine now. Are you okay?
Yeah. Fine.
You don't seem fine.
What seems wrong?
I don't know. You just seem out of it. Did you do some more drugs?
No, nothing like that.
All right. Well, if you need something, tell me. I have a very generous patron.
Yeah, I think I have everything I need. I'll look back at my bag. And I'll look back to her.
You don't need to look at your bag to know that that the book is in there.
Sure, I'll just turn in that direction then.
Yeah.
All right.
So after that,
Sorry about that, by the way.
It's fine. Thank you for making up for it.
I'll pick up my glaive and I'll put it back.
cool.
I'll
After you,
make the sword disappear.
yeah, the rest of you are still kind of looking for your books in the library. Tethrin.
Yes, sir.
elven woman has taken you up to a specific floor. You're not able to tell which. Yeah, you can't really tell where you are in space. That's just the nature of this tower, apparently. But as she leads you along the passageways, you get to like a single door that says Professor Onkfort on it. He is expecting you inside.
Perfect. Yeah,
And she kind
I'll-
of bows and just leaves.
I won't knock. I'll just open the door.
You open the door. It's a large study, multiple rooms, and it's almost a tower in of itself. There's books like strewn about. But it is a familiar room. You've been in here before. A window that looks outside across the cityscape. The only difference is that it's daytime right now. You see the desk where Professor Onkfort was that night. You see where the large Nostratan man was, making threats and holding that key. You watch as Professor Onkfort is currently like writing some stuff on the chalkboard on the opposite side of the room. You push the door open. He didn't seem to notice you.
Long time no see.
Oh gosh, you can't just do that.
Well, you were expecting me, so.
Yes, I was, but I didn't know when. I knew it was sometime now. Oh, come in. Make yourself sit down, or do you want tea, or?
I wouldn't mind.
All right, I'll brew. He kind of waves his hand, and like a tea set begins to like form and heat up in a corner. And he's kind of like scratching his head, still working on some kind of like large formulaic equation. You notice arcane runes, but with a mixture of mathematics inlaid on the chalkboard. On his desk, you notice almost a key card looking object with multiple prongs pointed in like different directions.
Is that it? Right there?
What? Oh, yes. Wait. Okay. He turns back to you, like his attention seems to refocus. What did you see?
At that time?
Yes.
I saw you giving it to a member of the Agiate.
Oh, no. The Agiat gave it to me.
Don't think so.
Um,
Let me double check, just to be sure. It's in my notes. But I think you were receiving it. Turns out you were right. I should have checked before. But yeah, no. So I see you've already received it then. So the Agiate have already been here?
yes. It was last night, pretty much. He sits down on the chair. I know I promised I wouldn't come back, but circumstances changed, and I had no choice. I had to. Did you tell anyone the vision you saw?
Just you, after I had it.
It wasn't supposed to cement. It was supposed.
Well, what happened at the meeting? Obviously, you received the key.
Yes.
And what did they tell you?
I've been working for them for some time.
Right.
For weeks at this point. They're in town. They're just gallivanting. They're working on some peace treaty nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that they'd show up this quickly, though.
Right.
I'm supposed to retrieve an artifact for them from the diamond vaults underneath the sapphire Alcazar.
And how's that going for you?
Not well. It has a chromatic like lock or key, some kind of mechanism. And I've been researching this stupid key for the last all night, pretty much. That's what that is. He points to the equation on the chalkboard. I can't
see.
I can't figure it out.
Huh.
But you, and he like waves his hand. The door was open this entire time. It kind of closes. You see like a rune of silence appears in front of the door. You are a chronomancer,
Seems
right?
to be a much fancier title than.
I'm a what?
I think that would indicate some form of control over.
So you can't control time.
Aspects.
Aspects. I barely even begun to glean what it's all about. And you say aspects. I saw you messing with that strange device in the forest, and your masked friend.
Right. Well, probably shouldn't have been messing with something you had no idea what it was.
I want to learn. I
Well.
want to know what it all means. That's why I was studying it in the first place.
Right. What are your plans with that key?
Well, I'm supposed to go to the Diamond Vault.
And do what with it there?
And I need to procure an artifact from the vault. I need a chromatic key. They found this artifact, and he goes over. He kind of picks it up. I don't know what it is. I don't know how it interacts with a chromatic door. The magics that they use at the Alcazar to preserve very powerful and dangerous artifacts were created by some of the most ancient members of the Runefer College. But before the ban on time, and there's very specific ways to get it open. But this bypasses all of that. If I could just figure out how it works.
What if you could go back in time to before there was a gate there? That's a joke. I'm kidding.
I was about to say that'd be incredible.
No, I'm just pulling your leg. But if you'd like for me to look at it for you, I'd be more than happy to.
All right. I will warn you. These people that
Don't worry. I know all about those people.
Are you sure? They are very intimidating.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, well. All right. Here. He hands you the chronometric key.
Does it look like it would have gone anywhere in that obelisk that I saw in the forest?
It does. If you remember, there was like a 4 dotted inlay.
Right.
That could like almost like a rectangular shape could fit into.
Right. Well.
Oh, also, have you had any more these visions?
1 or 2.
And you haven't told anyone, right?
No.
Good. You are some dangerous territories with that magic, and territories I wish I could even begin to fathom.
Well, it's not always as exciting as you might think.
To be able to see through time, understand what it will be, what was.
Yeah.
It's everything I dream of.
Well, sometimes it turns into a nightmare, is all.
Oh.
Now, this is very clearly what would have opened that shrine back when we were both in the forest.
Yes. There is a very similar device in front of the the diamond vault. However, as a high staff of the Runefer College, I have access to the diamond vault for guard or maintenance. I do not have access to the interior of the vault. The king himself is the only one that can open it with the
Right.
blade of the Thousand King.
Okay.
And I don't see myself picking that thing up anytime soon.
Yeah, neither do I.
The artifact that they asked me to obtain from the interior is a pen.
Go on.
It's he goes back to his desk and he like rummages through several papers until he finds the one that he's looking for. This this is the quill of the Veiled One, and he places it in front of you.
So you've already, but he actually places the real thing in front of me.
No, a piece of paper
okay.
that says the
Okay.
quill
I was
of
like,
the Veiled One.
sorry.
The handwriting looks very familiar to you.
Who gave you this?
A big oaf from last night.
I see.
Do you know who the Veiled One is?
The Veiled One. Do I know who the Veiled One is?
Roll a history check with disadvantage.
Okay, the first one was a 28.
Not bad.
Second one was a 15.
With a 15, Veiled One is a kind of boogeyman in Varanir. It's kind of like a it's a story of like almost a soul consumer, a spirit, a phantasm that kind of appears in the night. And in the stories that you heard, like all those things, it's almost like a ghost that appears in the night to like gobble up naughty children for not obeying their parents. That kind of ghost story.
Gotcha.
As far as you're aware, there's never been an artifact. There's never been any verified proof. There's never been any reality to the being known as the Veiled One. And the fact that like Safiria isn't even aware that it is an entity, it kind of like it's almost a proof in itself that it doesn't exist.
Gotcha.
But on the paper it says Quill of the Veiled.
I mean, I've heard the fairy tales. I never considered them to have any truth to them, but
Fairy tales are usually like parables about being good or not jumping on the bed at night, or silly things. I haven't even heard. I mean, I've seen people wearing veils. That's about my recollection or familiarity.
Right. Well, question. What's going to happen to you if you don't get this for them?
Nothing good.
Right.
I asked for resources to investigate chronomancy in the forests that one time, and I got those resources from Baronir in exchange for a favor later on.
I see.
This is the favor, I suppose. I feel like it's a bit not, it's not very equivalent.
A bit much, yeah. For sure. Well, what's your plan then? What do you want to do about it? Because quite frankly, I'd like to take this key to the shrine and figure out what it's really all about.
Well, I'd like to at least test the key here at the Diamond Vault.
I feel like that's way more conspicuous than...
I'm not saying you have to do it.
Well, I'm not saying I'd have to do it either. I have no intention of doing something so stupid. What I am saying is that if you're going to use this, and it is clearly very powerful and has it will have repercussions, and people are going to know about it if you decide to break through some ancient magical barrier using it. I think it's much more beneficial to the both of us should we just take this thing to one of the shrines that are we know where they are and figure out this magic that way. And
Tethrin, go ahead and roll insight on him. Looking at him right now, the more that you're like leading away from the diamond vault, he's looking uncomfortable.
12.
With a 12, you see that he kind of keeps turning back to his, like looking back at his desk and almost being very contemplative about going through this plan. He's a wizard, a man of logic. Seeing him like this is odd, especially from the very verbose man that you had seen back in the forest previously. He feels like almost neutered.
I can see that your hands are tied far more than you're letting on. I'll start walking over towards his desk.
You walk over to his desk and you just see a framed photograph. You see him, and there is again, this is a very old man, but there is a young, like almost a little girl, kind of on his knee, and a slightly older young man, looking up at him. He has like a book, and they're kind of laughing, and you see a younger woman behind him. It looks like some kind of group photograph of some kind. It is pitiable. I know. I'm not proud of the position I'm in.
Right. I'm going to cast message to him.
Okay.
And say, are they watching us now?
He messages back and says, No, I've warded heavily against that.
Okay. Well, what's stopping you from taking them somewhere safe, and then we can figure? I can figure this thing out.
Because I wasn't their first stop last night.
Oh God, what does that mean?
He walks over to a cupboard. He pulls it open, and he pulls out a small parcel. Then he walks back to the desk, and he opens it. On the interior, there is the ear of a teddy bear. There is the like a section of like a torn page from some book. It looks like a children's book of some kind. And then there is a ring finger of a young woman. Like I said, I wasn't their first stop last night.
Yeah. Well,
You saw this. You saw this happen.
not all of it.
I can't blame you for this. If you say that you didn't share this information, it shouldn't have solidified how it did.
Yeah, I certainly didn't see all of this. I only saw you receiving the key. And I assumed you were far more complacent. Far more complacent.
So it doesn't give you... So when you see these visions, you only see from a person's perspective, or are you in the room as well? I don't...
Have you ever cast the scrying?
Yes, of course.
It's very similar. So
It's a scrying spell, but through time,
Similar, yes.
and you can control these. You can.
No.
So it just happens.
Yes.
Oh. I was going to ask to see if you can see into the future and see if my family was going to be all right.
Well, I can certainly try.
You can?
I don't know doesn't mean I won't try, I suppose. I don't know how I would do such a thing, though, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really have any control over it. So
Well, I guess will you help me?
break into a magic vault?
You don't need to break into the vault. I just need to know how the key works.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
can help with that much.
And I can guarantee you at least this. If you can get that key working, and it will cause a stir. I know it will. I'll make sure the key gets back to you. I'll make sure it won't be traced at the vault. I can do that. And I'll make sure it gets back to you if I'm captured.
Right. Yeah, go ahead and hand it to me.
You already have it. You have the
Oh,
key
do I?
possession. Yeah.
Sorry. Does it look like it? I don't know. Can you describe the key again?
It is a think of a trident. It's just open prongs almost. And there's 4 of them that lead up. They're like slightly different heights, with 4 like round dotted pieces of metal at the end of each one. It looks like almost like a comb, like a hair pick. Only there's no handle at the back. It's just like a straight line, and then the 4 prongs jut out.
Any ideas on how I would activate it?
It looks sort of like a tuning fork. That's as far as I was able to get. But with planar shift, there is some. You need to have an attunement to a specific place to get it to work. I don't know if that's the same with time. I'm not entirely sure how it flows, but it has currents inside of it.
Right.
Like almost channels that different variations of something is supposed to go through. But I can't parse it.
Okay. The first thing I want to do is I'll use my class feature chronal shift on it. Which I don't know if it'll do anything. I just figured I'd use some form of time magic on it first to see if it responds.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Sure. 23.
23 as you perform a chronal shift. It's almost like a ripple of energy appears around this artifact. And you see like the different aspects of time, the ego and all of that start to flow through the different tongs of the fork. Almost in different variations of color, if you can call it that. What you're seeing, the representation of it, isn't natural. The colors that you see are almost beyond the infrared scale. It's not a color that you've ever experienced before. As it shifts through the tongs, it changes shade from a lighter to a darker variation of this color spectrum. And you see at the tips of the tongs, the color spectrum, like each of the little dots has a different color. So you see the variation, like the shades turning from light to dark. But the one on the far right where the dark shade is the lightest dot. And the one on the far left is the darkest dot. You feel like you're supposed to change the currents between the tongs to correlate with the dots' colors.
Sure. I will try to do so.
Um, but you have a feeling you're going to need to cast some kind of chronomantic magic for that to occur. Something stronger than that feature.
Gotcha. Well, I do have my new class feature. I'll continue to do so by trying to use my momentary stasis, I guess. It's the
Okay.
only other time magic thing I have.
Go ahead and roll again. You need to beat a DC of 20.
20. Sure. 23.
Dang. 2 23s in a row.
Hit on
Nice.
me. LeBron James, baby.
I'd say over the course of maybe half an hour. Like this artifact, whatever it is just a key. Like it's not anything, it's not a weapon or anything super difficult. You figure it out pretty quick. And you channel the magic correctly, and you see like with standard like white lights, it all kind of comes to life. And it's almost reverberating through time. The object is active.
You owe me so much.
How? That was so quick.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
How did you come across chronomantic magic to begin with?
You want me to be honest? It's mostly an accident.
What?
Yeah. I was gambling and I won a spell book off of some old man. I wasn't able to cast magic before, but after some dedicated time and practice, started coming naturally. And then there was some gibberish at the back of it. And I spent a long time trying to decipher it and figure it out. And then once I did, everything kind of got strange. And here we are.
Wizards are rare to come across.
Yeah, well,
For one to just gamble away their spell book, that's odd, isn't it?
well, he was pretty drunk, for what it's worth. And maybe he didn't even know it was in there. I don't know. Not much of my concern anymore.
That's fair, I suppose. Do you give him back the key?
Yeah.
I'll be sure this falls into your hands once more.
The woman who sent you this, not only is she very powerful, she's also ruthless. So do be careful.
I'll do my best. But I'm not in the business of endangering my family.
Yeah, well, me either, but here we are, so.
Well, thank you, Catherine.
Yeah, good luck.
If there's anything the Runifer College can do for you.
No, I don't think so, not at the moment, but I'll keep it in mind for sure.
That is if I'm not in prison.
Right. Or worse, you know?
Or worse. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to this.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
You're very brave for going through with this. Truly. I respect you a great deal. I wouldn't want to go against the people you're going against either, so I understand how you've been put in such of a situation. That being said, I don't know. I wish you the best. Good luck. And you know how to get a hold of me, I suppose.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Well, I never served you tea. As he waves his hand, the tea is overdone at this point.
Well,
would you still like a cup, or are you on your way out?
At this point, you owe me far more than tea, so I'll save it for later.
Fair enough. Safe travels, Catherine.
Yeah, and good luck breaking into that ancient magical vault.
Yes, thank you. as you exit the study, you head back down the stairs. The rest of you have long since found the books that you were looking for. And you're now just kind of in the foyer, listening to the ramblings of that super buff wizard man at the front desk that kind of like showed you down the stairs to the library. Yeah, so basically, I know all kinds of like my favorite kind of terrains that I like are mostly rivers. But like lakes are pretty cool too, you know what I mean? And I just feel like it is my place to study.
God,
You know what?
shut up for
I
the
don't know.
love
Honestly,
of
I think
everything.
forests are kind of cool.
What?
I mean, yeah, but like there's something about running water. You know what I mean?
This is
Yeah,
the worst conversation I've ever listened to in my life.
Ark.
Well, luckily you don't have to listen to it anymore. You
Oh,
already
thank
believe
Thank
it.
God. Okay.
Tethrin, get me out of here, please.
I'll cast Banish.
Oh shit.
Do you concentrate the full minute?
No, I can't cast banishment.
Oh, okay, cool. that would cause problems.
Only if
Go
like.
back to the
Wait.
Feywild.
Oh yeah. I guess so, huh?
So as you guys are exiting, the man in the front's like, "All right, well, praise Gore, and you guys have a great day."
For Zay, who was
Praise
Gore?
Gore.
Praise be, baby.
Yeah, he gets it. As you're walking out, Zay says, "I think he's the god of muscles.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I guess
I mean,
if you're into that kind of thing."
yeah, that's what I said. It's kind of cool.
As you guys exit, you do have the exhibitions you can go to, or you can do literally whatever else you want. We can also move forward in time. It's really up to you guys, but we're getting close to the end of the session, so I just need to know what you guys are doing next.
I think
What do you guys think?
we wanted to just check out what the exhibitions meant.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Is
in
it like a
exhibitions.
track and field meet? Different events?
You'd have to go and check it out.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm
what
interested in
we're
those
gonna do.
exhibitions you were talking about, Zala. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, yes, I mean, it might
Before-
be midday, but we can at least get a sense of what they are and participate later if we want.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you guys head back across town to the Diamond Crown. To yeah. As you guys approach the Diamond Crown, like I said before, the doors are wide open and people are filtering in and out. And from behind the Diamond Crown, you do hear like the clanging and clashing and like the abjurative and destructive magics currently just ablaze in the basically just the backyard of the Diamond Crown's manor house. You guys going?
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess.
You guys go through and looks like there is like little markers that just say exhibitions just placed throughout the halls. There's a couple of people from the Diamond Crown like wearing their armors and stuff. They kind of wave at you as you guys pass. And one of them's like, "Oh yeah, exhibitions just down that way." As you make it through, you get to the back like lot of the Diamond Crown. Again, much smaller of a place than the one you saw in Yule Break. But there is still almost this like large stadium looking thing behind it. Think of like a football field, track and field looking thing, with a couple of stands where people are currently like cheering and jeering to like spectating the match that is currently ongoing. As you kind of round one of the spectator stands, there is a battle currently going on. It's versus head to head against other guilds. The current guilds that are fighting are the Leading Stag and the Rose. The leading stag has 5 members, currently using all kinds of druidic magics. One of them has transformed into some type of large tiger made of stone, that is currently jumping on one of the rose members, who turns into pure darkness, fades around the stone tiger, reconstitutes themselves into like a human form, and slashes the back of the tiger, and like it crumples a little bit. There's one air and fire elemental that are like ganging up on 2 of the rose members. One of them has like a very large looking battle hammer, and the other one has like a lithe silver sword with a green stone set into the hilt of the blade. The one with the sword kind of like tilts the blade a little bit, and it ignites into a green flame, and like charges the air elemental. And the this red-haired young man with like this just huge hammer seems to cast some kind of magic onto the hammer itself, and smash towards the fire elemental. A big boom of wind smashing against it, kind of pushing it away. Looks like it's pretty head to head at the moment, as they're just kind of going at it. There is currently like a person using thaumaturgy to like just say what's kind of going on in the match. One of the there's several Diamond Crown at the corners, and clerics just waiting for the match to end to make sure everyone's okay. And one of the Diamond Crown members like looks down at, he's like tall, he's maybe 7 foot something, looks like a Goliath person wearing heavy armors. He looks down and says, "Oh, you've never seen the exhibitions before?"
Nope.
Oh.
Well, this is what they are. It's just kind of shaking it. There's weapons that it's a bunch of people fighting. I think it's silly, but it gets the crowds pretty hyped.
But it gets them like extra points for the judges later.
Yes, it does. And he kind of points across the way, and there are several judges, like nobles, that are kind of seated on a table on the far side, just spectating the match. There seems to be some kind of force barrier around them, as you see like sparks of fire and rock just bounces off of it.
What's the point of having the King's Challenge if you can start earning points before it even begins? That doesn't seem right.
The points aren't so much for winning the King's Challenge, but to be the ones that choose your challenges first.
Oh, we never looked at the challenges either.
Yeah, so if you win these matches, you get basically priority on choosing which challenges you take in the King's Challenge.
Oh.
Yeah, no 2 guilds. Well, it depends on what year, but I believe this year no 2 guilds can take the same challenge.
And then they just compare everyone's results with each other.
Pretty much, yeah.
Huh.
It used to be, I think it used to be that any guild could take any challenge simultaneously. But they changed that recently, and now they just have a laundry list of challenges.
I see.
Unless you're stupid enough to go for the gambit, then that's on you, I suppose.
Why would one do the gambit instead of a single challenge?
It's an instant win.
I see.
If we succeed.
Right. If the challenge is successful, if the gambit is successful, then it's an instant win. That no one takes the gambit, though. It's usually very difficult.
Makes sense. Alright. And what time would we, if we were interested in the exhibition, we just show up in the morning?
Are you a guild?
Yes.
Almost.
Yeah.
Oh, you're participating in the King's Challenge, then?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to do the exhibitions?
Yes.
Maybe.
Wait, I haven't talked this over with everyone else.
Maybe.
But yes.
Oh, then just talk
Depends
to,
on what
and
they are, I suppose.
he points back to the entrance of hold on, of the Diamond Crown. And why can't I find this? can't find it. That's weird. That's fine. Just talk to Ray down over there. He'll sign you up for exhibitions.
Hmm. Let's see. Thank you, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. Priority gives you higher scoring challenges, means you have to do less of them.
Okay, guys, this sounds like it's super worth it, and I get to fight, and that's fun.
Well, maybe we should look at what challenges there are going to be.
Well, why don't we do that after we get priority pick?
Well, we have the pamphlet here. It would take 2 seconds.
The pamphlet doesn't detail the challenges; it just details the ranks of challenges.
Yeah, right. Out of game, we don't know what the challenges are going to be till that day, right?
Got it.
Correct.
Okay,
The challenges are a secret
See.
until opening ceremonies, and that's when you choose the challenges.
I see.
You basically have 24 hours to like think over, because you're given it like a time that you get to choose the challenges. And within that period, that's when you basically choose.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah,
Ooh, we
sounds
should
like
do
a good idea.
Yeah.
So, are you guys going to go into the exhibitions for a little bit?
Yeah,
Well,
before we do, can I pull Zala aside?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I need Vasher too.
Oh, okay.
But
All right,
you go
let me
first.
switch the music to something less intense. The battle's
Um,
going on in the background, but
But also,
Need Leah.
Yeah, everyone pick small group time. Small group time.
Okay, everyone
Gloria,
split the
find a group.
party.
well, before we go, like much further, it's midnight, right? So,
Yes.
Yeah.
oh
Uh,
dang, I went way over. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I was like, I'm getting real tired. So.
Yeah, I'm super sorry. I was looking at the clock incorrectly. Yeah, I didn't mean to go for this long. But let's just do this real quick bit, and we'll end the session for the evening.
Yeah.
cool.
So, go ahead.
Zala, just really quick. Some of my old friends are here, so
Mhm.
you may want to be careful with your resources. Who knows what may happen, is all I'm saying.
I don't know if you saw, but in that one tavern we were in, the Agiot, Estrada was there.
Oh, I saw.
Oh,
He was
Okay, I spoke with them.
You did what? You did what? What?
I feel like I was very well. I knew one of them. We trained together.
Yeah, I knew one of them too, but I didn't talk to them.
Well, it wasn't so easy. He already knew who I was. But perhaps later tonight, we can go for the best course of action for the group, since it seems we're going to be dragging them into something.
I think we may have already passed up the best plan of action, but I agree. It would be good to talk about it, so
There may be a time-sensitive issue, but we'll discuss it tonight when we're all in a safer location.
what did you... Okay.
That's not what I did. It's what others have chosen to do.
I don't believe that for a second. Okay.
Fair enough. Anyway, looks like we have to go fight in this exhibition, and then we can break the news to the rest.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
so.
And Yeska, you wanted to pull aside Vasher real quick?
Oh yeah, hey Vasher. I seem to
what's
have
up,
run
Jessica?
into a bit of an accident in the library. I'll like pull away one side of my jacket and.
Oh my god, what happened?
Yeah, they fell on some glass or something like that. But if we're gonna be fighting, I could yeah, use some magic.
Does it look like? Can I tell that Yeska's lying? That it was glass?
From the wounds, I mean, ice is very similar to like glass, in like the way that you would be lacerated. So it's a fairly plausible lie. Go ahead and roll. Yes, go ahead and roll
Should I
a
roll?
deception
Yeah,
check.
you got it.
Just a standard deception check, and Basher, go ahead and roll an insight check with disadvantage.
Okay, I was gonna be like, I feel like Jake should get advantage on his deception, but that works too. Yeah, all right. Well, that's. I wonder where all that glass was. That's probably should have told someone to clean that up.
Oh, it wasn't glass. Anyway,
You just. Yeska, what happened?
Um,
who
it's
hurt
a long
you?
story. I'll tell you later.
Okay, well, we're gonna sort this out later. And then, how hurt are you? Whatever.
So really, you can just lay on hands like 1 point at a time, right? Until I'm good. So it's 15.
Okay.
Unless that's not okay with the DM.
Yeah, no, it should be fine.
Okay, cool.
You guys are about to go into a match. I don't want to give you
I
guys
heal you
disadvantages.
for 15.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks.
So,
You're
as you
welcome.
guys go to register, Ark pulls Leo aside.
What do you think they're talking about?
They're always so secretive sometimes.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that vibe. You want a hit of this?
What is that?
You try it and find out. All
What are
the
you trying?
cool kids are doing it. It's
What are you
just
trying?
it's just happy clap
Happy chap.
or happy chap. Sorry. Yeah.
Happy clap is something entirely
I
different.
recognize it as a thing he snorted earlier.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think I want to levitate right now. I'm good.
Okay. Cool. Just me then. And then
Wait,
I'll
are
hit.
you snorting some right now?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Okay. So
He's a
we
freaking addict.
so before we go into combat next session, I need to remember that Ark is on happy chat. Sounds good. All
Get
right.
happy clapped. Am I right, everybody?
Yeah.
Then we will end the
gosh.
session here for tonight. Sorry for going over, guys. Didn't mean to do that. But
All good.
kind of got into the
Got into the lore.
yeah, all that stuff happening. So yeah. Good job, everyone. I think that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Again, I'm gonna try and not divide the party so much. Just to at least keep everyone in like active.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was some good like personal moments there.
I liked tonight's session. Thank you for DMing.
Yeah,
Yep.
of
Thanks
course.
for inviting me.
I gotta go. Bye.
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 Dylan.
Bye.
Yeah, Corey, you cool to join